Alrighty. So, hello everybody. My name is Cal, short for Calisto. And as you already have noticed, my face cam is back because I finally realized how to put on a face cam in OBS. So I'm just going to be using OBS for now on. I still have my canker sores, so my words are still a bit slurry, but probably not as bad as before. I kind of tamed them, I guess. So yeah. God damn, I don't want to hear that. Alrighty. Alrighty. These. Everybody in this stream chat does the at everyone. But I really don't want to do that because, you know, that seems a little rude for something. Like, maybe it could be announcements. Nope, it's a Twitch stream. Aha. I mean, you could mute at everyone, but, you know. Anyways, so you might have seen a difference, but I cleaned my room. So that's good. God damn. Anyways, got my mask back. It's still bothering me. Okay, so I've been into Minecraft recently because I forgot what my brother was doing. Oh, I lured him into Pocket Camp, but while he was lured into Pocket Camp, I started playing Minecraft. So I'm like, hey, bro, play Pocket Camp. I was like, fine, you forced me into this. I was like, Stockholm Sister works, you know? And it's like, damn it. So I got him into Pocket Camp. If you don't know what that is, it's an Animal Crossing mobile game. So, yeah. It's a really good game, and then friend me on it. God, that was loud. Why is this up to 20? God damn. I totally forgot I had Rod. Okay, so, this time we are starting from the beginning. I've already played Rod's route, which is the mermaid. Oh, what the fuck? Man, Pines. Yeah, boy. Okay, God damn it, I keep on saying, So, I got the mermaid boy free, but that doesn't matter because I'm going back to the beginning of the game. So, it really doesn't matter. In the end, I didn't really save him. Although I wish there was an ending in which I could save all of them. Maybe that's Waltz's or something, or maybe there's a hidden end that I'm not aware of. By the way, I'm wearing a poncho. I love ponchos, man. They're so comfy. I got into ponchos when I saw that there was a shoe poncho, and then they came out with an Angel poncho, and so I'm like, oh, I need to get a poncho. And so I got a poncho. Oh, and I wonder if they're ever gonna come out with Kazuaki's poncho. Like, not like a Nanaki poncho, but like his poncho that he wears in the game. That'd be so cool, man. I'd just sleep under that all day, every day. Doesn't matter what grade I'm in. Don't care. I would wear that for eternity. Alrighty, let's go. We recommend viewing the tutorial if this is your first time playing a RMP visual novel. Would you like to view the tutorial? No! Once upon a time, in a king far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the Crystallum Lucis, protected by the ruler of the fairies. I totally forgot to tell my friend that I was streaming. Oh well. The other one was the Crystallum Tenebrarum, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. Okay, this is off topic, but I was gonna make a thumbnail finally for at least Rumple's route, but I didn't have time because I was cleaning my room this weekend and then I totally forgot about it. Like, I haven't even finished my final drawing, which I was supposed to finish on Friday for class, so it's due tomorrow. The Lucis was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tenebrarum was by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the witches of the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers in the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and the true love was the usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that the fairy tales were true, and that magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucis bearer, sought to regain peace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Tenebrarum bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The Tenebrarum was lost. Peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Contract, sign here. I'm gonna be Lucette for this one, because, you know, that's the... I should have gone with the default name in the first place. Anyways, prologue, the princess. Ice princess, not the princess. My name is Lucette Riella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro Breton III. I'm the crown princess of the kingdom of Angel. At least that's who I used to be. But that was before to yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I'm nothing more than a lowly peasant. Ah, dang it. It's doing its thing. Ah!
Holy hell, man.
I'm gonna keep this up. I see what's wrong. Okay, my webcam. Can I change the resolution? I'm gonna remove for a second. Yes. And then I'm gonna add video capture device. Webcam. I'm typing with one finger, which is why it's, you know. Okay. I changed it to 480. Alrighty. So this should be better because, ah, God, it's my ugly mug. Why is it a square? You know what? I don't care at this point. As long as I have it, then it's fine. Okay. It's still very backwards. God damn it. Okay. This should be better. It's so slow. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. Now I'm nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It started out like any other day. Bro, you didn't just die.
Have you heard another person was cursed?
I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. Those two are slacking off. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it?
They say it was Pinocchio.
Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer?
That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think these witchy witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated.
You two are hired to work, not talk.
Where's are you, Highness?
As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angiel would be better off without the dead weight. Ha! How ironic. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angiel the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore, and she will not come back, ever.
Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall.
I am on my way. God damn, I have a canker sore right here, and it's Okay, so I think it's working now. Okay. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Oh. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Lucette. Good morning, Your Majesty.
Good morning, Lucette.
Lucette. Ophelia. Ophelia wouldn't sob. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me.
Ah! Hello, my boy.
Rod Benedict Widensov, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He's 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He's mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. God damn it. But his older sister. My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing.
I'm so sorry I was late. I was reading and forgot the time.
And here she is.
Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Lucette. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Emmeline Widensov, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. What's her middle name? She acts as if we're blood, as if she too were born a princess. And she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I would never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with the silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you?
Oh, yes, there are so many and they're all so wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Father.
I'm happy that you like them. Oh my god.
I love them.
It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. God damn it, I did it again.
It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with.
That's because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned.
Well, why? They're such charming books.
Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. What did I pick up with my foot? Oh well. And when their wishes do not come fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Lucette? The atmosphere is the air in the room growing heavy. We continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angiel. I was very young then, and Mother forgave me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, and so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? People have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angiel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave mother out of this.
Dear, please. Lucette, darling, your father didn't mean to—
I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Lucette, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done. Excuse me. My mother and father have never got on— That was the sound of a rubber balloon, man. But our relationship has significantly worsened since she married the baker. My father, the king. It's been 17 years and I've never felt any love from him. He treats Emmeline and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children, but than he has ever treated me. This has been my life since mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Ah, god damn it, I did the wrong voice. I'm so sorry, Fitz. Let me guess, it's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fitz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight on the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Alcaster, served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the knight's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room, then. Thank you. Princess? Yes? You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It's been 2 days since the king issued the order. Lucette, I would like you to accompany Emmeline on one of her town outings. Surely you could send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Stepsister. She's your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your own blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emmeline outside. It has been 4 years since you've last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You rarely leave your room. Agiel was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. God damn it. Is my kitty? Oh, she's on my bed. I want you to see how beautiful Agiel really is. Lucette, the princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emmeline, and she will show you the town that you'll only ever see through your windows. Is that in order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Lucette? Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I'm safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? The times have changed. People have changed. Which is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think I'll say that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They're the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. Yeah, you're so lonely, man. Well, I mean, I can't say anything else because I'd be a hypocrite. Because I use dating sims in order to escape other people. I start thinking that they're actual people, even though it hurts right here to the point of being unhealthy, to the point where I can't play them anymore because I will feel miserable because a character is fictional and I can't do anything about loving them. I'm sorry, Ray. Anyways, the moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic, it was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when my mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, sweets, and cakes. A child's dream. I've been fascinated by the dolls, which was always held a little greeting card. A card with the words "I love you" on it, signed by Anne. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared, in her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she had disappeared.
Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence.
This better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Oh. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Mithros. Sir Mithros, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sarcasm. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one's looking. I forgot that line of dialogue. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. Don't. There's something about him that puts me on edge. I don't know, maybe it's his shit-eating smirk. There we go. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Your Majesty. Set. Are you ready? I'm sorry, I got like 6 hours of sleep last night. You will enjoy this, Lucette. I heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with it and learn about the people of Angiel, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I do not already know. You always believe that people around you are incapable of good, because I have seen how quickly people can betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Lucette. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. Fuck! Okay.
I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen that there's no good in you.
Lucette, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? My lips are chapped around this time of year because, you know, change of seasons.
Where have you been ever since?
Back then I had been overflowing with grief and pain. I just lost Mother and my entire world. I hope that maybe then he would have showed me compassion and love. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me. Don't trust anyone but not even yourself, bro. That's what I've learned. Hold on a second. I need to, like, rearrange my mask. I feel like there's a strand of hair on my stuff. Oh, I took a shower this morning, I forgot. Anyways, I'm sorry. I love the waltz.
Majesty. I know that I've hurt you. I know that there's nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. It was said. Enough. I have already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. It was said. It will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emmeline. I will not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hello, how can I help?
Fiorca!
Emmeline! I mean Princess Emmeline! How good to see you! I trail Emmeline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Emmeline insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I'm outside the palace. There's no need to be so tense, Princess. I would never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You asked the impossible of me. There's no need to be so formal, Fiorca.
Oh, there's no need to be so formal, Fiorca. I'm still the same as I was. Oh, yes, Rod's come along as well.
It's been a while, Fiorca. It's been a while, Fiorca.
It's good to see you again too, Rod.
And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Lucette.
The look on Fiorca's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning.
And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Cyril Castor's son.
It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady.
Oh, so you're Sir Fitzgerald. You really are as handsome as Emmeline described in her letters. I'm sorry?
Please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald.
I'm sorry, Emmeline. I totally forgot.
Right.
So, what brings you all the way here?
Oh, I'm here to get some toys, gifts for some new friends.
Toys from here? Are you sure?
Of course I am.
I cross my arms. I would prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness.
I have a kitty. Hi. So cute. I can't reach you.
Ah, the life of an owner.
Princess, I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace.
Yeah, boy! My pompous dick. Good morning. Up until this point, I had always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that pox in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing and clearly without peer. Ha, that is a dick. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're here early today, ma'am.
I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now?
Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll just be one moment, Emmeline. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. She, like, smacks my ass on the way out. That'd have been beautiful.
The lady was beautiful.
Right? And a girl standing next to her hopelessly becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison.
Who is she?
She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. A fairy? Fairies has saved Angiel from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors. And yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Oh, shut the fuck up, Lucette. Here you go. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Fiorca. I hope to drop by again soon.
Good, I'll look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod.
Likewise.
4 smiles. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I'm out, I'm the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me. Like I'm the plague. Well, you are. Your personality is anyways. Dangerous, deadly, contagious maybe. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are as nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago.
I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years.
Right. Fitz and Rod lag behind, which only leaves Emmeline walking beside me. I cannot describe which is worse, the staring or her company.
Oh, Lucette, look! A street performance. It's been so long since I last watched one.
Street performance? Ah, hello, man. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. The boy named Waltz snaps his finger, and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Ah, that was cool.
Isn't that pretty, Lucette?
And those are the 2 princesses over there. It is an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers, and white lilies appear in his hand. I have no idea what voices I'm gonna do for Waltz.
Oh, thank you.
The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wry smile. I hope to see you again during my next show.
We'll definitely try.
He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd.
There are performers like this all around Angiel. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite.
I do not intend to leave the palace again.
But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Angiel, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Lucette. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you.
I did not do this for you. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you.
I just wanted us to be closer, Lucette. I would like to try and be your friend.
I do not want or need your friendship. God damn, my lips are like teared. Shredded was the word I was looking for. No matter how you act around me, and we are not and will never be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you.
But I...
Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emily. Stop. He's staring daggers at me. Daggers. I think this is the first time I'm seeing it angry.
Rod, don't!
Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel a heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait! Don't follow me! Princess! I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets, so carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they're happy. And I heard her niece lost her job at the palace. It's true, the Crown Princess Lucette made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my tracks at the mention of my name. Not again. Anise, what was the name of that one maid that tore? Was that the name of that one maid that tore Dolores' dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? I know that a niece, hardworking and big-hearted, very good with the medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the crown princess is to please. My friend at the palace says that she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. It's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess? So all those times I heard the servants saying that, I'd always suspect they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of her Princess Emmeline. The child's an angel. We all know she should be the crown princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Ever since Emmeline entered my life, I'm always being compared to her, and now I have become the second best. I'm Cinderella Breton, daughter of King Gennaro Breton and the crown princess of the kingdom of Angel. I am of royal blood. She's nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Dolores. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Dolores. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing? But who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open, only to see Dolores sitting in front of me at my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all of the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Yeah! I hope you're ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come true with time. Will come with time. But right now, I'm here to give you something, Princess. Ah, shit. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It's beautiful, too beautiful. Then realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl. I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now, it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Sweet dreams. Cinderella. Cinderella Phenomenon. Goddamn, her lips look so glassy. Hey! Wake up, girl! Huh? Ow! My head! You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? Who would speak to a crown princess in such a manner? If you're the crown princess, then I am the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard for having such grand delusions. I'm not delusional. I'm Cinderella Breton, blood daughter of King Gennaro Breton III and Crown Princess of Angel. Right, the king never had daughter with that witch. Is she referring to Mother? Which? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her, puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Princess Rod. Princess Rod. Now Princess Rod. Oh my god. Rod is now a princess. And we're most definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I'm wearing tattered clothes and that I do not even have shoes on. No, this cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It all floods back. Laura being a witch, Cinderella's glass slipper. This isn't a dream. The Lord gave me the fairy tale curse! My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Let me in! Sorry, girl, but this place is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I'm the Crown Princess Lucette Riel and Breton. I must speak with my father. As loath as I call him that. As loath as I have to call him, as I am to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I'm addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only make way for the king. Damn pointy chins, man. The gate swings open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses, while the last horse has a different familiar rider. Father! I immediately move to block the path of his horse. The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty. What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What, even father is a part of this? Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in life, just once help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess. And his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this. This should feed you and your family for a day or 2. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your pity, father. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, your majesty. Damn my lips. I watches my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Where's your home, girl? Where's your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself, can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watched with bleary eyes as the soldiers returned to the palace. How could this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more. The fact that I've just become unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage, or the fact that my own father doesn't recognize me.
Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor.
I clutch the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I huddle over to a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping when I open them, everything will be normal.
A dream? No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they were always so nice to me. That is only because you were the crown princess. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I'm trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave, Mother. I'm the only one who will ever love you so much. Do you understand? I understand.
Ah, no you don't. Chapter 1, The March-In. Ah, man, her boobs. When I open my eyes, I'm still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked into dirt that I've gathered from walking barefoot around the town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Becca probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ah, just look how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? Two women that lack the basic manners of a noble uprising. Silence, girl! Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve! Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. I've become acutely aware of the fact that I've not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking of the new mess that's my life. Moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find out which first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora, I swear I will make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I will find food first. Oh, you can go a couple days without dying. Is this all the king thinks I'm worth? Leave, girl. A dirty penitent like you has no place at this restaurant. Why? I can pay. I'll find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoot, there's nothing for you here. You just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve! Sensing this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment as the next 3 restaurants I try, as I'm treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I'm the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything that keeps the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on my... Croissants. Okay. Okay, this is up to date. Okay. Oh my god, my eyes are killing me. That make my mouth water. Slowly I begin to make my way over there. Oh! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. The food's more important. If the rags that I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. I'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. Shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now be off with you, child. I won't have you staring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angel. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl. What now? We saw you at the shop. Want to share how you got those coins there? Excuse me. Look at her brushing off. It's like she's royalty or something. Let me go! You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs at my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim for a kick at the other man's shin. I have it upping and I take it. What? I put myself in free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? Go right, because last time I went left. Hey, this way. You're... No time to talk, princess. How do you know who I am? There's another one. Stop running, you two. Come on. Wait. Okay. The boy grabs my hand and pulls after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I'm running even faster than I just was. I'm not entirely convinced following him. It's a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Oh. Our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose, and before I notice them in the path, I step down hard on them. A sharp pain shoots up into my foot, and I collapse to the ground. It hurts! Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down to the group with a gasp. I can't...
Got you now. Just hand over your coins and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her.
Ha! Says the little boy.
Well, well, well.
Well, well, well. What's this ghastly sight before me? Two adults threatening a child and a lady. How very ungentlemanly.
What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood?
You ask?
You asking to get fleeced?
Asking? Perhaps I'm in the middle for a scruffle.
The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you've got, sis. And please, don't bore me.
Who are these people?
I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword! What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us could take him.
I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy.
This is way too much trouble for a little gold. Goddamn, keep on hearing doors slam. You're late.
Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here.
Wait, what did you just call me?
At ease, small one. These two know each other?
I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they're frozen and on fire. I've had that feeling when I'm taking a shower, like the water's so hot that it feels cold. My stomach rumbles and the hunger coming back with vengeance. My body feels light. Hey, princess! Princess!
Calm down, Parfait will be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're safe now.
Yay!
That's not what I was aiming for, but you know what? I don't care. Everything is fading. Okay. Dream? What is that in your hands, Lucette?
It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It's all my fault.
It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak.
But
this is the world, Lucette. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess, and you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you crying again. Do you understand?
yes.
Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child?
Yes, Mother.
God damn it, man.
Oh, you're awake.
Where am I?
Well...
This isn't my room.
My hand flies to my chest where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck.
Still here.
Are you okay, miss?
This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. The one I fired for her clumsiness.
Miss?
To think that I would meet her again here like this. Leave me alone.
Right, of course. Here's some sulfate I made for you. It'll help with the pain.
Now what?
Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? You! Suddenly, there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. Me too, man. She's the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It's her fault. I try to stand, trying to give the witch a piece of my mind. But as soon as my feet touch the ground, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse now. Ha! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in the best princess voice? What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you can summon in Angiel, princess. Besides, haven't you read in fairy tales the caster cannot take a curse back? That's like the dumbest rule ever. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. Ah! Ha 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 ha!
Ah, it's good to see you're awake, princess.
Parfait, should you really be up and about?
Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait, and I'm a fairy.
A witch and a fairy in one room? Being friendly with another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What's going on?
I'm sure you have many questions, princess.
How do you know that I'm the princess?
Don't be silly.
Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows.
I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions.
I don't even know where to start.
What would you like to know?
Why was I cursed? Seriously? You're really going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got such a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished.
Delora,
a curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways.
Delora, you should get up with that more nicely.
I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Changed? What do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show to your stepsister and your father?
The way you treat Princess Laymeline,
why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant that they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. What else would you like to know? How do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper. Complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing three
good deeds.
I'm not sure if Delora has been talking this whole time or I'm just loony. Okay, so it has been Delora. Okay. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start.
Take heart, princess. Goodness isn't innate in everyone.
Are you sure that's the case with this one?
Delora, you're really not helping.
I'm a witch and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body.
Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you'll complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple.
I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. I just realized she has weird dark circles under her eyes.
What else would you like to know?
Why are you two working together?
To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson.
Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals.
Dramatics aside, there's one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystallum Tenebradum, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebradum bearer. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucis bearer.
Parfait is the Lucis bearer. I take it Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She's the strongest fairy?
The great word greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden.
And then make a child, man. What does the bearer do? The bearers regulate the power of the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between light and darkness. Parfait. Wow, I read her name.
For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom.
Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel
Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales.
And he started a feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power?
It was the power of his words. In Grimm's story, the witches were always evil. Humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them.
Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm.
But that all changed when the Tenabrum Bear decided revenge was more important than our promise.
The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to fuel the power of the Tenabrum. There we go. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches in the Tenabrum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenabrum Bear was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but
many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly.
we still have to stay hidden
in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that they're good witches?
The Tenabrum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenabrum and maintaining harmony. Some inevitably are corrupted.
Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remained that way.
Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies.
And yet it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it.
Delora was not corrupted by the Tenabrum. She's as good as they come. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. There we go. Alright, step far behind, man. Ah! Okay, my candle's starting burning. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is
to restore the balance between darkness and light.
3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince? It's also old-fashioned. No fun in that.
Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others even when they're cruel to her. Anyway, I've brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them under the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet.
I changed Parfait's voice, by the way, because she sounded like Edeline. I cannot believe this. I looked down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nothing near as painful as they had been 2 days before.
Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain.
Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk toward the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the one that I wear in the palace, but it's still far improved from the rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There's several people in the room chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks, but as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence.
Well, look what we have here, the Ice Princess herself.
Huh? They know who I am.
I didn't think it was true.
Goes for a cold-heartedness.
As to be expected.
You remember who I am and yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl.
Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense.
I cannot believe that. Not one of the people Parfait are referring to is simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place?
And welcome to the Martian Tavern. A home for those with the fairy tale curse.
You make it sound like some kind of holiday house.
Don't ruin my moment, Delora.
Martian Tavern? The Martian was built.
The Martin was built 3 years ago when the number of cursed in Angel continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other to break their curse. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with their cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place.
Most of the people here are cursed? How come these people remember who I am?
The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess.
Well, then, how come Prince Rod is still Prince Rod?
Well, because these people are cursed, they still remember your title.
It goes without saying that the fairies and witches are also not affected.
Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Martin.
Parfait beckons the serving girl over.
This is Anise. She helps out in the Martin, which does most of the cooking.
I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology.
Miss Delora, what are you talking about?
Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you?
Huh?
I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary.
Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we get along.
Really? This is how you're gonna start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Please, you two, not fighting.
I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to the two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. Their faces I've seen in the palace before. But this is Jurian Valiant, and Garland Belgrot. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's right. They were two of Zoroastri's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I found out recently that it was because they acted against Zoroastri's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here?
We can help the fairies.
Wait. I don't remember which is which.
We came to help the fairies.
Here we go.
They and Anise are exceptions and are allowed at this tavern without the curse. Jurian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Martin.
Protect? From the witches. They did anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I'm an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part.
Remember, not all witches are evil.
Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you have to break your curse.
Try and make some friends, Princess. It will be able to help you break your curse.
Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly.
We have work to do, Delora.
Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt. As if I'm the reason they're cursed and have to take refuge in the Martin in the first place. Ha! Irony. Actually, that's foreshadowing. Make friends? I've never had on my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break their curse on my own. I was told that it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clenched up and then clenched into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man.
You know the rules.
Oh, Garland. Fuck.
You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past.
And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Martian. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Durian's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Chaldea. The marching begins to settle down and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I'm being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, and only when I've left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Garland, and Durian. It's because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Martian is not such a good idea. Sorry, my lips are super chapped and it's really annoying me. Also, I have my canker sore, which also is always on fire. So, I doubt anyone here will help me. Wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. They're good deeds. How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not even know if I can accomplish 1? May I join you? May I join you? I look up and stare at shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop.
Ah, yes, I was picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma.
Your name is Karma?
A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no?
Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? How appropriate, boy. How appropriate, boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours.
You would hit a lady? How savage!
Anyway, I'm Watts Crestfall. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Oh, he has the Neverland curse? Does everyone share what the curse is? We talk about it freely at the Martian. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. I can't remember his voice. I know it was like higher pitched. Hard to do if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has everyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either.
What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is.
Cinderella. Oh, goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He?
Princess? Princess?
Pruffy's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again.
May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well.
What? So you really are cursed. I was the one
that gave Subby to Rod so that he still had some way to voice his opinions.
Subby.
Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess.
Subby's voice changes when he greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that's what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he refers to me, then does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That's my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he's cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they're my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So I'm the only one you never told? I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. He is not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here?
I have been trying to help Rod with his curse. That's why he comes to the Martian from time to time.
But I don't
want. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out that no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier, happier. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you aren't a princess anymore. I'd always thought Rod really didn't care about me regardless, but is this the truth? You hate me. I have no right to start acting the victim now. Not when you've treated my family with such disrespect. The only reason I didn't say anything before is because Emmeline didn't want me to. I just got a heart regardless of that. I'm happier too now that you're gone, but I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone and they're all happier.
Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean that they're happy without you.
Yeah, it does.
I don't really care because this is what Lucy got to her.
Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the Martian, I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry.
You know how they feel about me. Told about me.
What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain.
Yeah, you'll explain it in like chapter 8.
When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you, so I need you to be patient with that.
Has the prince already left?
Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse.
Did I miss something?
No.
Right. Maybe the fairy's right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time we get down to business. Let's get down to business. To defeat the heart. Okay, I never even watched Mulan. Yes, crucify me, please. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now?
You, of course.
You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She's right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I will do anything, so long I don't have to go back there.
The princess can stay at the Martian with me and the rest of my boarders.
I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like.
But you'll have to work in exchange for a room.
I celebrated too soon.
What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy.
But it does for a god!
The Martian doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight.
I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke?
Broke?
Ouch! Even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? And that's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault.
I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me.
Why don't you just leave? I assume you can make enough to take care of yourself.
Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never.
And that, princess, is how goodness works. Bravo! You finally learned an explanation.
It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the Martian and do errands.
The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful.
If karma can be useful, anyone can.
I have yet to see karma be anything but useless. Oh, I just got that.
Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out.
That's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 20 minutes. Okay. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like that I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, free of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls.
You. Okay. Lady Parfait. Lady Parfait. I sit up immediately. I leave my room to investigate. Some of the Martians' boarders, Wald, Durian, and Garland, are sitting on the settee looking anxious. What's happening?
Sorry, did we wake you? Sorry, but did we wake you?
No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead.
Durian and I found an injured man when we were doing our rounds. We brought him here.
An injured man?
Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Nothing you need to worry about.
Lady Parfait and Anise are attending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if the man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him?
It's possible. We'll have to figure out when he wakes up.
The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. Ha! I see. She says that he expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver the breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you go and just bring this tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Mrs. Lucette. Miss Lucette? Come on, I guess must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Laura to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. Fuck, what was that? Ah! Hello. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young. Probably in his early 20s. Seems lost in reverie as he stares at the small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when he speaks. He says as his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven. Or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it. No matter how much I hate him, I can't. I'm impressed. He has the audacity to use pickup lines even without his, you know. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? Ah, you could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this, princess. Princess? Ah, of course, such a little beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Hold on, let me see. I really, yeah. Can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. Feisty as well. Oh, be still, my beating heart. My heart is beating too. Huh? Is that Rumples? You...
Oh, he's awake.
Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got these head injuries. Some lady decided she had enough of this rubbish and wanted to punish him. Kinky.
To learn patience, I may not even be in his right state of mind right now.
No, he is.
He did take head injuries to the head after all.
The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard, I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? I just said that it was a princess.
If he knows, then he's...
Well, he's definitely not a wish or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes the ice princess.
What's your name, good sir?
I wouldn't answer any questions if you ask me, madame, but... The man looks down at his notebook in the hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about Angiel, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse.
Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale?
I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse?
Do you remember how to break it?
From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding on to since we entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought here would be the information. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty.
Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Lucette will leave you your breakfast here, and we'll give you some time to yourself. I'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin.
What is the fairy tale about? Dolores does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. I would have burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine. I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all of the straw in the room to gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if he gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. She would spin the straw into gold for her so long as she gave him her first child.
I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place.
Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh, yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, swinging about how nobody would ever guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace.
Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the Martian is opening soon. I expect another busy day.
Especially busy for you, Lucette. You need to start coming up with good deeds. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the Martian with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait sent him to work as one of the Martian servers. Anis's protests that he remained in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't really very well throw him out, knowing he has nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him kindness, given all of the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the Martian suddenly begin to steadily annoy me altogether, like I don't exist. Rumple, you're not here to flirt, but this lovely lady is unattended.
Sir Rumple, please, you're making me blush.
Because a man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one with his own curse, Rumple. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. The amorous waste of Spade is about as useful as karma. I've returned! Well, speak of the devil, and he shall come.
Did you miss me?
Karma was left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these?
Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day, and because gentlemen carry things for ladies.
I'm going to drop them now.
These boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you've survived the trip, Waltz.
Thank you, Anise.
So, is this our new housemate? We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am...
We're all surprised when Rumple suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you've entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful blazing color, and nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I'm Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool. But she remains very eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you.
Keep...
Say the word and it is done.
Your filthy hands off of me. Your filthy hands off of me.
Ow! Not again.
I would never be interested in the likes of you.
Come on, lad, give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me. My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you call me?
Please calm down, Rumple is still recovering.
What is going on? Karma's a man. He doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man? But your voice, your face, your breasts! Ow! This is what you're focusing on, pervert? I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been... Oh. Do yourself a favor and shut up. I would never have known. Why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my own reasons.
Don't look at me like that.
I have my reasons. Is it because of her curse?
Yes.
I'm undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 fucking minutes, man. For those I can hear the sound of my heart, like it takes only a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart needs time to heal. Oh god. The Martian attacks all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here. Get back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It is not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Ongyal knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. And he's being good, I suppose. Prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest Martian boarders. Oh god, my eyes. We all have been invited to the private dining hall. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here?
Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch.
I only came here to talk to you, Lady Parfait.
But I'm hungry and I've no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come, join us. Praise, Your Highness. I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish.
Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait.
I wouldn't say they were eccentric, necessarily.
You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. Really, no? I sit silently in my chair. I'm uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always so awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I've barely known anyone here.
Is something wrong?
Excuse me?
You barely touched your food. Don't you like it? The Flora said this was one of your favorites.
I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together.
Garland.
I apologize.
Closer together, huh?
So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess?
There's no way I'm admitted that I don't even know how to complete one.
Oh, I forget you're not so good on doing the good doing part.
You're not so good on the doing good front. You are not very helpful.
Why don't you ask someone to help you teach you how to be good?
What?
Well, that's not something you hear every day.
As in, take some kind of lessons?
If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice to teach you. It's simple as that.
What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she is in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can almost teach anything. The princess is indeed lucky as I am, available for teaching studies. No doubt I'd be better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me.
From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, all in the span of a few hours.
This man broke my heart!
I feel you, Waltz. I feel you. Anyway, I'd be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess.
And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. I don't think that I would make the best teacher in this sort of thing.
I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact that Jurian herself still struggles to be good.
Oh, what?
You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you.
Why?
Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the Martian. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let any of us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it's easier that way, and yet these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How could I even begin to trust and care for others when I've forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Chapter 2, The Decision. I'm gonna go up to chapter 2. I should probably close this out. Okay. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, Princess. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I cannot believe they are seriously going to make me work, like a commoner. No freeloaders at the Martian, remember? You can't pull the princess card anymore now that you're a homeless peasant. Being devoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of me to demote you.
Stop teasing her, Delora. Lucette has a lot thrown at her already.
I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is the commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. If you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You are no longer a princess, Lucette. Life here at the Martian is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, Princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no.
Let's see. How about cooking duties?
No way. She'd burn a salad.
She could be a receptionist?
Then we'd lose all of our customers.
That's probably true.
I'm right here, you know.
Sorry.
Do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills for things I've never done?
Aha! I have found the perfect job for Cinderella. Ta-da! Lucette will be in charge of sweeping the Martian floors.
What? perfect. Even she should be able to do that. Could you, princess? I refuse.
But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the broom just for you. It's your very own special broom.
A princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. Suddenly the broom flies into my hands and pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties.
Delores, isn't that so little too much?
Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning new useful skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping. And it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What?
Come on, Delora, we've got time for a cup of tea.
But she'll be fine. A little sleeping never killed anyone. You are dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait! Did we really just leave? Hey, slow down! The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my protest, I'm still forced like a puppet to sweep the floors with grudging tenacity. Yay! I can barely catch my breath after that. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. I'll keep this stuff on though. Guys, I've done something that I thought that was impossible to do. I cracked hard plastic. I cracked it. I'm like, what? So I was like, getting ice. Normally get those oversized ice cubes, but they're like clumps that don't necessarily fit into your bowl or cup. And I got one, and I was pressing down so hard that the ice wasn't melting, so it just forcibly cracked the hickin' glass. And I feel kind of proud, but at the same time I'm like, oh shit, that was a tall glass, not a short one, and we have a shortage of tall glasses. But I got string cheese, so watch me eat these to regain my voice, man, because it is shot. It's gonna recover tomorrow, but you know. Hold on a second.
Princess, Parfait sent me to check. How lovely. How lovely. It's so clean I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed. Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the Martian is opening soon, yes? The floor isn't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the Martian.
Ah, true point.
I do sympathize with you, Princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life. What would you know about that? What would you know about that?
Scottish much?
More than you think. What? Oh, did you let that slip? That was my...
Is Karma my mother? Karma just smiles at me, his eyes playing gleefully. Maybe my brother? His eyes gleaming with playful mischief.
He's definitely hiding something.
My hands are red and sore from all of the sleeping I've done today. I remember that salve Annie offered me when I first woke up in my room. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find to my surprise that it's very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse? Forced to work day in and day out? I cannot let things stay as they are. Must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. Yes, make anime girl sounds when I eat, just to indicate that I'm eating. Wait, did I turn my camera back on? No, I did not. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Despite having slept for hours, I'm still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands and remember the salve's effectiveness. Whatever Nanny's gave me really works. I should ask her to make more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offered to help me are all here. Who should I ask for help? Rumple. I suppose I can ask Rumple. Enough girls seem to like him, so he might have sound advice. I find Rumple in between his orders and pull him aside. He looks oddly relieved. Ah, princess, you saved me.
Saved you?
From a heinous overload of work. I'm pretty sure Rumple does less work around here than me. Just, at least I finish the work I'm given, unlike Rumple, who gets distracted by every single thing. Dear Lucette, if you called me here, then you must want me to confess something. Then you must want to confess something to me. Oh. Oh, I totally forgot that it's this voice. Wait. It is Zen's voice, which is... I can't think of any Zen lines.
Yay!
What? Perhaps you'll confess your undying love for me. There we go. I scowled at him and crossed my arms. I came to ask you for advice, but perhaps I'll go ask someone else. You came to ask for my advice? Rumple stares at me, clearly shocked. I guess it's because out of all the people I would ask, he probably seems the least likely. Yeah? Then I will assist, my sweet princess. What kind of advice are you looking for? Perhaps you'd like to learn how to make a man swoon or how to stroke the embers of the heart. Is flirting the only thing that's ever on his mind? I came here because I want to ask you, because I want you to teach me about goodness. Goodness? But my sweet, if all the advice that I suggested would teach you just that. Being romantic will not teach me how to be good. Rumple dramatically places his hands over his heart. But being romantic is good. Don't you see the smiles on the lovely ladies' faces when I speak with them? I cannot imagine why they smile like that. Rumple's persistence is annoying. Ah, hell. To be romantic and loving, that is the epitome of goodness. Show someone affection, and they will return it twofold. I can only stare at Rumple, as I wonder why I even decided to ask him. Well, you could just be kind. Everyone is kind in their own way, princess, so what do you say? Perhaps you would like to practice on me. I'm sure your smile would brighten up my week. No, I'm certain of it. I have work. I quickly turn and leave before Rumple can continue. If I have to be romantic to earn a good deed, I'd rather be cursed like this forever. I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded on the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in thick muck. Oh no. Stop!
I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride.
Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them?
At the back, please. Thank you.
I glare at Garland as he begins to move. You! You are dirtying the floor! Sorry. Garland dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. This was Dolores doing, wasn't it?
Is it obvious?
This has witch having fun written all over it. I need water.
Wow, completely spotless.
You are the worst.
Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It's only trying to help you.
It is doing nothing but making my life miserable.
Lady Parfait, I must speak with you.
I look up at the witch that has just entered. She's a regular at the Martian, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes.
Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear.
I've just cleaned the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will clean it up after myself right away.
Good. Oh, dang it. There we go.
The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before.
Yeah. The witch hurriedly cleans up the tracks she made before coming in before she's going to speak with Parfait. Couldn't she just take off her shoes?
Even though Parfait has
says that Delora on the Switch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. I'd feel that way too. I'll put the broom back in its resting place before double checking my work. Now that I'm done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? Rumple! I find Rumple taking a break at one of the tables. Surprisingly, he's by himself and not surrounded by the usual blushing ladies. You're not surrounded by a flock of ladies? You must have done something to offend them. Rumple looks at me, the surprise apparent on his face. Princess, have you come to mend my broken heart? Excuse me? Excuse me? I was speaking with a lady here only hours ago when she told me that she was betrothed to someone else. That happened hours ago and you're still sitting here? Rumple placed his chin on the palm of his hands, looking very tired. In warning, the heart is a fragile thing, Princess. Won't you help me to heal my shattered heart? Rumple stares at me when I don't answer. That would count as a good deed, you know. Helping you would count as a good deed. Doing this out of the kindness of your heart is a good deed, Princess. The kindness of my heart? Why would I want to help you when you've done nothing to me? Nothing for me. Kindness isn't a thing that needs to necessarily be returned, Princess. Single instances of affection can make a heart lighter. Why does he always go through the trouble of making his words sound so much fancier? I will not help you mend your broken heart, because that would be an act of stupidity, not kindness. Rumple's shoulders slump as he frowns. Oh, now my heart is even more fragmented. You suffer from a broken heart every day you were rejected. Of course! Because to pour your heart out to someone only to be rejected is a cruel fate, Princess. You probably deserve rejection. What will help with the way you flirt with everyone? So no, I'm not going to help you. Deal with your own broken heart. I realize I'm using Karma's voice. I turn around and walk away. The acts Rumple puts on are annoying. Ah, goddammit. A month has passed and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I've been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and received various answers. What makes someone good? I'd say being selfless.
I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings.
Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Forget I asked.
Forget I asked.
Bravery.
Loyalty.
You must be beautiful, both on the outside and out.
Right.
Must I be all of those things in order to be good?
According to Buffet, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. I place my hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. I close my eyes thinking of all... This will not be easy. I close my eyes thinking of all the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? Well, she probably wouldn't do anything because, you know, a dream? Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them. You only show them what you are strong. Yes, Mother. You must not let kindness deceive you. People use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you could trust me, Lucette. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you, Lucette. I love you too, Mother. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. I'm the only one having a difficult time.
Have you tried pairing up with someone?
Pairing up?
Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. Two heads are better than one, as they say.
It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who's going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it doesn't escape that I'm still disliked.
Most of the boarders at the Martian volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers.
It's only a matter of time.
Stop it, Delora.
It's your
choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion.
Would pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an annoyance instead? Princess?
Excuse me, Princess? I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've been staring at your tray and the customer is waiting for his order.
Of course. Flora's has me helping Anise today. The merchant is unexpectedly busy and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming, Lisette. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. Man, that went by quickly. I stretched out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the Martian. I've never seen the Martian this busy. I roll onto my stomach and bury my face in my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible.
Why don't you pair up with someone?
Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. Ah, yes. You going with Rumple? Ah, man, we can go with Karma. Fits and wants her, you know. Chapter 3, The Flatterer. Alrighty. Since we got to this point, that's what I wanted to get to. So I am going to start Rumple's route next time, and I hope you guys will stick along with